Namaste, my dear student. Today I am here to teach a new thing from the chapter trigonometry. So the new things is trigonometric identities. So trigonometric identities in the earlier chapter, in the earlier exercise, we have learned about different types of trigonometric ratios and trigonometric ratios for complementary angles and some specific angle. Now we will now I teach about trigonometric identity. Okay, so let's see how trigonometric identity are related with the angles. Okay, for that I taken one right angle triangle. I consider a right angle triangle and right angle at B. Suppose this is A and this is C. A, B, C. Okay, I consider like okay A, B, C. So here we consider what? Let us consider a right angle triangle. Right angle triangle ABC with angle B is equal to what? 90 degree. Okay. Now by Pythagoras theorem, what we know? Pythagoras theorem. By Pythagoras theorem, this is hypotenuse. So hypotenuse square means AC square. Suppose this is base, BC square and plus AB square. So this is the what? By Pythagoras theorem, it is AC square is equal to BC square plus AB square. So now what do I do? You divide both sides by AC. Okay, you divide both sides by AC square. Okay, you divide both sides by AC square. Here also you divide BC square by AC square, and here also you divide AB by AB square by AC square. So I divide both sides by what? AC square. So in the left hand side here what you get? AC square is what? 1. And here you can write this part what? BC by AC. BC by AC whole square plus here how can write AB by AC whole square. Okay, this is 1 equal to, now you see BC by AC. BC by AC, if you take this is for the angle A. If you take AB is the base and CB is the perpendicular. So perpendicular by hypotenuse, what is the result? Perpendicular by hypotenuse. This is BC is perpendicular by hypotenuse. You can take what? Sine A. Okay, and AB. AB is base by hypotenuse, what you get? Cos A. So this is square. So finally you will get 1 equal to, you can write this sine A square means you can write this sine square A plus here you will write cos square A. Finally what you get? Sine square A plus cos square A is equal to what? 1. This is one identity. This is one identity. Okay. sin square a plus cos square a is equal to 1. Okay, in this way we can find another two identities. Let's see what they are. So again I take the Pythagoras by same theorem, applying by same AC square is equal to BC square plus AB square. Now you divide both sides by AB square. So if you divide this AB square, here you divide this BC square by AB square, plus here also you divide AB square by AB square. What we do here? Both sides I divided by what? AB square. So this you can write what? AC by AB whole square, and here you write BC by AB what? Whole square, and AB square by AB square. What is the result? This will be what? 1. Okay. Now you see AC by AB. So if you take angle A, so AC means this is the hypotenuse by base. Hypotenuse by base, this is the sec theta, that is sec A whole square. And BC by AB, BC is perpendicular by base, that one 10 according to trigonometric ratio. So 10A square is equal to what? Plus 1. Okay, that is. So finally sec A whole square, you can write this one, sec square A is equal to 10 square A plus 1. This is another identity. Okay, means sec square A equal to 10 square A is plus 1. This is true for all angle 0 less than equal to 90. Okay, this angle, this identity is true for all 0 less than equal A and what? Less than equal what? 90. Okay, this is true for all angle. So this is 2 number identity. So next, that is the third one. Let's see how we find that third one identity. So for the finding third identity, what we do? You divide both sides by BC. We have to divide both sides by BC square. So BC square by BC square plus AB square by BC square. Okay, so we can write this AC by BC whole square, and here what to write? BC square by, you will get 1, and here AB by BC, this is whole square. Okay, so now you see AC by BC, if you take this is angle A, so for the angle A, this one base. Okay, so AC by BC, AC is hypotenuse by BC, hypotenuse by BC is equal to what? Hypotenuse by perpendicular, hypotenuse by perpendicular, you will get cosec A, this is whole square, this is equal to 1 plus AB by BC, AB is base by perpendicular, that will be cot A whole square. So finally what you get? Cosec square A is equal to 1 plus cot square A. This one the third identity. Okay, from this identity we can make different identities. Okay, so finally we get one 3 identities. All are true for this angle. Okay, 0, when if you put 0 is A equal to 0, then also it is correct. If you put A is equal to 90, then also it is correct. Okay, so finally now I summarize all these identities in together. Okay, let's see. So finally we get we get three identities. That first one is sin square a plus cos square is equal to 1, 1 plus tan square a equal to sec square a, 1 plus cot square a equal to cosec square a. These are true for all what? 0, a is lies between this, okay? It will be 0 and it also be 90. It is true for all these values, okay? So another some identity we get already we have learned in the first class, that is the sin a opposite of cosec a, okay? 5 number identity. So another you will get cos a, that is the reciprocal of what? Sec a. 6 number tan a, this is the reciprocal of cot a. Similarly you get a reverse of this, cos a equal to 1 by sin a, sec a equal to 1 by cos a, cot a equal to 1 by what? Cot a. And another identity you can get tan. You can write tan a in another form also. In the trigonometric angle for specific angle, already we have learned how tan a we can find, that is sin a by 1 cos a. And 8 number identity you have to remember, cot a equal to cos a divided by sin a, okay? By applying these 8 identities we can find different solution of trigonometry, okay? There are some proof, though that in that proof we have to use this identity. By applying this identity we can proceed, okay? So you have to remember, in the place of a you can put any value, that is sometimes it may be theta, sometimes it may be alpha, sometimes it may be beta, sometimes it may be a, sometimes it may be b. Different values you can put, okay? For your understanding you just put a variable, okay? Now I will take some example for easy to understand for these identities, okay? Let's see. So now I will take one example. Express the ratios cos a, tan a, sec a in terms of sin a, okay? So by applying trigonometric identity we have to express this trigonometric ratio in terms of sin a, okay? So how the trigonometric identities are related to each other, now let's see, okay? So we know that the first identity, we know that first identity is what? Sin square a plus cos square a, this is equal to what? 1. So first one you have to write, you have to find what? Cos a in terms of what? Sin a. So now you see here cos a and sin a is there, so you have to find what? Cos a in terms of sin a. So you write this cos square a in the left hand side, cos square a, and you take this sin square a in the right hand side, that is 1 minus what? Sin square a, okay? So now cos square a, you write here cos a, and if you take this square in the right hand side, what you get? Square root of what? 1 minus sin square a, okay? Cos a is equal to root over 1 minus sin square a. We consider here only what? Positive values, okay? So now you see cos a, it can express in terms of what? Sin. So here question asks what? You have to express cos a in terms of what? Sin. So now you see here cos a is equal to what? In terms of sin, okay? Clear? So now you have to find suppose sec a. So again, okay? So we know what? Sec a. Sec a equal to what? So we know what? Sec a you can express this sec a in terms of what? There is one formula, sec a is equal to 1 by cos a. Sec a is equal to what? 1 by cos a. So already you get here cos is equal to what? Root over 1 minus sin square a. So you put here this value, root over 1 minus sin square a. Now you see, you have to express of sec a in terms of sin a. So here also we get what? Sec a equal to root over, sec a equal to 1 by root over 1 minus sin square a. Here also we express this sec a in terms of what? Sin a. So now the last one is you have to express tan a. So tan a, okay, and tan a. So you can write this tan a by what? Sin a by cos a. We can express this tan a is equal to what? Sin a by cos a according to the what? This identity number what? Already I have given in the I have given the first part. Okay, tan a is equal to sin a by cos a. So you write sin a same, no problem. And cos a, in here you see cos a is equal to what? Root over this. So root over 1 minus sin square a. Okay, so here all the what? Cos a you can express here root over in terms of sin, sec a in terms of sin, tan a in terms of sin. So question asks, so our solution is okay. So now the values are in terms of sin. Okay, clear? Okay. So now I will take another. So I take another question. Suppose prove that this sec a into 1 minus sin a into sec a plus tan a is equal to 1. You have to prove this. So how you prove this? Let's see. Solution. Okay. So left hand side, what is given? You write that one. Sec a into 1 minus sin a and into sec a plus tan a. Okay. So now what? You have to prove this one is equal to what? 1. So you have to minimize this one to what? 1. So how can we prove this? So by using the identities, by applying those identities which are suitable to this problem. Okay, so by applying different identities we can solve this. Okay, which one you can take, that is you decide by yourself. Okay, so if you take one identity, you see whether it minimize your step or not. You decide that one first. If it is minimize your step, then you can use. If you use some identities, then it minimize some term. Okay, let's see how it is. So now you can write this sec a in terms of cos a. That is what? 1 by sec a is equal to 1 by cos a. Okay. Now here 1 minus sin a. Okay. So now you see, again you express this sec a in terms of cos a, and this tan a we can write this sin a by cos a. Okay, according to the identity. Okay, means sec a is 1 by cos a. Here also sec a is 1 by cos a, and tan a equal to sin a by cos a. Means here you see three types of ratios is there. So you can minimize the ratio in less number. Now you see only two ratios is there, only sin and cos. Okay, just you decide how we minimize the this ratios. Okay, so now you see 1 by cos a into 1 minus sin a. So now here what you have to do? You take LCM, cos a, you take LCM, that you will get cos a. Okay. Now cos a by cos a you will get 1 into 1. So here also you get sin a. So just simple LCM part is there. So now you see here all are multiplied forms. So what can you do? Cos a into cos a, you will get cos square a. Okay, you can multiply this cos a cos a, then you will get cos square a, and the above part is 1 minus sin a whole square and 1 plus sin a, sorry, not whole square, 1 minus sin a, and you will get 1 plus sin a. This is into this is, because they are in the numerator part. Okay, now you see one identity in the polynomial a minus b and a plus b. What is the result? A minus b and into a plus b. What is the result? This is a square minus b square. So we apply that one, a minus b and a plus b. What you get? 1 minus sin square a divided by cos square a. So finally you will get here 1 minus sin square a, you will get cos square a. So how you get cos square a? Because we know what? Sin square a plus cos square a is equal to 1. So from here you find cos square a is equal to, how can you write? This is 1 minus sin square a. So you can write cos square a is equal to what? 1 minus sin square a by using the identity. Okay, now here cos square by cos square you will get, so cos square cancel, finally what you get? This is 1. So 1 means this is your right hand side. So this is the proof, hence proof. Okay, hence proof. Okay, just by applying identities. Okay, you have to remember the steps. Okay, so I will take I take another problem. Evaluate sin square 63 degree plus sin square 27 degree divided by cos square 70 degree and cos square 17 degree and cos square 73 degree. So how we can find the result? Let's see. So sin square 63 degree plus sin square 27 degree divided by cos square 17 degree plus cos square 73 degree. Okay, so now you see both are same, sin cos. Okay, how can you cancel this? Okay, you think. So in the earlier in the previous class, what we have learned, that is sin a equal, right? How you write? Cos 90 minus a, is it? So if here it is square, no problem, if put here is square, then also correct. Okay, so sin square 63 degree, how can you write? This is cos square 90 minus 63 degree. So applying this, okay, complementary angle. Okay, and remaining part you write same. Now denominator also you can express like that, 90 minus 17 degree plus cos square 73 degree. Okay, now you see cos square, this is same, cos square 90 minus 63 degree, you will get 27 degree, plus here you will get sin square 27 degree. So denominator part, what you get? 90 minus 17, you will get 73 degree plus cos square 73 degree. So finally you see, we know what? Sin square a plus cos square a, this is equal to what? 1. Sin square a plus cos square a equal to 1. So these are, you see, cos square a, cos square 27 degree plus sin square 27 degree, this will be, you will get what? 1. And here also sin square 73 degree plus cos square 73 degree, here also you will get 1. So final result will be 1. So here we use trigonometric identity, and here we use the previous exercise as the complementary angle, trigonometric angle of it, complementary angle of a trigonometry. So so finally we get 1. Okay, so today I conclude my class here. So in the so if you like my video, then you put one comment, if you put one like in my video. Okay, so if you not subscribe my channel, please you subscribe my channel and again I will come in another video with another video, some most important topic, that is most important group of these identities. Okay, so so I think the earlier chapter, earlier exercise, what I have given you, you already learned about that part. Okay, so if you like my video and you share it this, okay, you share my video. Thank you. Namaskar.